Now it's like, so hi, this is Joe Nicassio, Rapid Results Marketing, and Employee Escape Plan is my latest pet project. And Christopher is a client of mine. He's a coaching client. He's a repeat client. And so today is a little bit different because Christopher gets to play coach, and we're going to actually go through a coaching session, and hopefully we'll get some value out of this today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
So you get to be the coach, and I get to be the student. We get to reverse the roles today.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your business. Where are you taking your business in the next year?
My target market is people that have jobs that hate them. I think it's kind of a small market. Most people just absolutely love their jobs.
Yeah.
And we've created a culture where people are mostly employer reliant instead of self reliant. And my goal is to, most people will not find a dream job working for someone else. And so if you want a dream job, I really believe you have to create it yourself. And I've been doing this for long enough. I have a formula to help people go from zero to cash flow in a 12-session process. I teach them everything. Ultimately, it's up to them.
Right.
But that's so. I want to.
So, if you could wave a realistic magic wand, it would be to have those 50 people in and graduated from the program.
Well, I mean, 52 people through the year, so I might have some people in December that flow over into January. But,
okay.
Plus or minus, I'd like to help 52 people, go through this process, and it's to help them become more self-reliant instead of employer-reliant.
Okay.
I think it's very realistic. I've got it. I could actually serve, 500 people, and I'm actually thinking about scaling up into group coaching. But at this time, one-on-one coaching with me is available still. So
right.
I like doing one-on-one because everybody's an individual, and every business that they get into is different. I've worked with just a wide variety, but it's another topic.
It's fun. The dynamicism, I think that's how you say it. The dynamic situations and
the diversity. Yeah. I mean, I work with dentists and professionals and people like that. I work with blue collar plumbers, heating, air conditioning, that kind of thing. I work with inventors. I work with a guy that invented a portable urinal system. I work with a master farrier, does horseshoing. I've worked with all kinds of clients in the past. Everybody's doing something different. It's just based on your world and your skills and your abilities. What are you good at? You went through the process with me. What's your wizardry?
Right.
Where do you shine? Where's your genius? That's going to probably be important.
So if you could have that exactly the way you want it, 52 people in the program by the end of the year, what would that do for you?
Produce a nice income for me. And again, this program has helped people get a foundation. They may want to go on and do they might want to build a little bit more of an empire.
Right.
Once you build your foundation, you can build your cathedral. So I have a cathedral program for them. But, ultimately, if I just serve 50 people in that capacity, I'll make a good income and really change some lives. And I love my work is so fulfilling. I am called to do this.
So what would be the best part about, being able to inspire people and help them find their calling?
Well, I can't guarantee I'm going to help everybody find their calling, but I can, but sometimes it happens, but we set them on the path, and it's just fulfilling to teach people how to choose a business and start a business and
that works
and gets the cash register to ring, get all the marketing together and the sales. What's exciting about that for me is even if they don't find their calling, they can make money today. And what I teach them, they can use for the 27 other businesses they go into if they choose to later in life.
Right.
I mean, once you learn the skills, it's universal,
So why is it important for you to give them that knowledge?
I only want to work with people that want to work with me. Some people got the hunger to be an entrepreneur, and some people got the hunger to just have a job, and some people have a burning desire for mediocrity, and those aren't the people I want to work with.
Yeah.
I get some people come into my program, and it's a 90-day program, and Christopher came to me like, no, I don't want to wait 90 days. I want my cash register to ring in 60 days.
60, let's do it.
Yeah, and you got your first sale. You got a money-generating machine now, so, how does that feel? Like, you didn't have a product 4 months ago.
Right.
How does it feel to go from not having a product to having a product?
It just feels like I'm like really making progress, you know. Like other things, you kind of just feel like you're just running into a wall with everything you do, and that's not how I feel. I feel like I have a path, like I'm moving, you know. Like it's really,
you've got sales.
Yeah.
It feels good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're getting that first sale. It's like, yes.
yeah, yeah.
So,
a little scary, but
what's it work? I mean, what's it like to be able to go yes every time somebody, you know? What's that like?
It's awesome knowing that you put all this hard work and dedication in, and you get a reward on it. You get fulfilled, one, by helping others, but two, you get rewarded cash. You know, with cash, with money, and it's. I feel like that's a very acceptable trade. You know, someone else is finding happiness, someone else is being fulfilled, becoming better, and I get rewarded for it.
Right, and you know, I mean, you put a lot of labor in up front.
Yeah.
But now you got a system.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you get an order in, what's the fulfillment for you? You know,
Just press send on my autoresponder.
and they get like a video every day for 40 days.
Yeah.
But so the point is you're not making money for hours. You're getting money from a perpetual product.
Right.
And how's that feel to have that in
It's
place?
awesome to understand that is possible, like residual or passive income. You know, I put the work in, but now it's like it's just a
It's starting to pay off.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got more work to do.
Right.
But it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how it impacts me. I mean, I'm really fulfilled that I did that for you. But like, who's the better beneficiary?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, 5 years from now, your cash register is going to be ringing, and it's like I got paid one. You know, I mean, who's the better? You know, I mean, this is life changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you? I mean,
I agree, 100%.
Okay, well, what's your next question? Bring it on, Coach.
So, you know, what could be slowing you down, standing in the way, or really stopping you from getting this program out?
You know, you need to build the pipeline, and made some great progress. You know, we're joint venturing on this, and made some great progress in putting together a webinar format and getting the outline of that together. So, you know, marketing pieces and all that. But so, you know, it takes energy to make the pipeline, but, you know, all the pieces were in my head, and we got them, like, into the computer now, and we got the PowerPoints coming together and all that.
It was good. It was a good feeling, you know, seeing it come together.
So, I mean, it's like, not like you say, okay, I'm going to do the employee escape plan and snap your fingers, you know, and this is something everybody needs to know about their business, is that when you start a business, you have no systems, by definition. It didn't exist, now you have a business. What are your systems? It's like, they have to be created. And so you don't just like, oh, all these systems, you know, I mean, everything is a process.
Yeah.
And, you know, we look at automation, but the other side of automation is there's a human being on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, even though you're using online marketing methods, you know, I taught you offline also.
Right.
So you could be in front of a human being, put a piece of paper in front of them,
and
they could fill out a little form, and next thing you know, your cash register's ringing.
Right. Right.
So let me ask you about that, because I want to bounce this back, Coach.
Yeah. Well, no. This is
a dynamic coaching session. How did you feel about the offline? You know, it's like you came to me and you wanted to do online stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wouldn't allow you.
I was pretty adamant. I was like, I want online.
And you have online, but I wouldn't let you limit to that.
Right. I wanted to get started with that, and you're like, okay, you know, I can see where you're coming from. How about we add some solutions to your offer? So low tech effective is better than high tech ineffective.
And what does that mean to you?
If I have this big old internet marketing system that doesn't produce results, but I have, you know,
people don't make it to the website.
Yeah, then it's useless.
But you can meet people face to face. If you can't sell face to face, how do you expect you can sell online?
Yeah.
You're not running an online. This is what we talked about. You're not running an online business. You're running a business that uses online marketing.
Yeah. It just added layers to my business, you know, because I thought I was only thinking, you know, internet, you know, just really small scope, and then started thinking bigger and bigger. I always knew I wanted to do, like, you know, speaking and public things, but I just never really kind of put the two and two together. Sort of thing. And the sales that you've gotten so far, actually came from offline. Right. How do you feel about that? That's good. Yeah. TSW, this shit works. Yeah, seriously. What are some other challenges that might be stopping you? I mean, you kind of said time. I was joking about the time thing. Okay. I actually got my time managed. I got time for I think the biggest thing is awareness. You know, I mean.
you know, you promote the stuff on Facebook and through various channels, LinkedIn and all that, and we're basically in an attention economy.
Right.
You know, everybody's fighting for our attention, and it's like, you know, you could like, you can like, people literally don't answer their phones. People, you know, you can send people emails, they don't necessarily read them. You can post stuff online. So I mean, I've done all those things, and I've gotten them to work, you know, but you know, the amount of people that I can impact versus the amount I'm actually impacting, it's just, I'm just scratching the surface. Right. And so my goal, and you know, and I'll be working on this, is awareness campaigns, you know, and educational marketing, and doing webinars and inviting people to it, and all the marketing stuff that I do will be applying to my. So you know, it takes a time process to do that.
Right.
I got all the time in the world, you know, and the main thing for me is just have the disciplines to keep pushing it through. But you know, if somebody wants to sign up for the employee escape plan, you know, today I can serve them.
Right.
Okay. So there's like get the clients and do the work. I mean, my ability to do the work is like, I can handle 50 people in the year if I do it one-on-one, and I can scale it. I can serve 500 or 5,000 people through webinars and stuff like that.
Okay. So what else do you think could be slowing you down or standing in the way of you getting this project done?
Well, for the most part, I would say team. You know, lack of team. You know, but. That's one of the reasons I invited you to joint venture with me on this. Right. And so Christopher's taking a proactive role and helping me on this, and he's part of my team, you know. And
I'm going to motivate your ass.
It's like, when I make money, you make money. You know? No, a team is really important because there's an entrepreneurial trap, and I teach my coaching clients, you know, it's like I'm on work, you know, it's like my own worst enemy. Most of my problems are self-imposed. Right?
Yes, definitely.
So this is really important for people watching. You know, it's like if you want to grow in your business, your biggest restriction is going to be, if it is to be, it is up to me. Everything. You know, if you want to do things right, you got to do it yourself. Right. That is erroneous thinking. You know, you're going to hit 24 hours in a day. You're going to burn out. So to grow up, the next level is to step up to leadership and team building. Mm. And that is, my success depends on the support of others. Mm. And that could be through employees, it could be through joint venture partners, it could be through interns, it could be through helpers, it could be, you know, if you have, you know, a bunch of children, you can enroll them. I don't have kids.
Switch up, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people complain, oh, employees are a pain in the ass, and they can be. But we can blame the employee, or we can step up to leadership and become a better leader. You know, this is just a growth opportunity for me to quit doing crap myself and be a leader, and you know, put some lieutenants in place. You know. So
I mean, given that, what's the impact that has had on your life specifically?
Well, it brings me comfort that I have help.
Right. But not having the team before.
The impact is, you either burn out, or you just go slow, you know, run the marathon, take it one step at a time, one day at a time. You know, I've been there, you know. And you know what? I dig, you know, the leadership challenge. Mm-hmm. It makes me become a better person. We need more leaders in the world. I mean, you know, if I could talk to any, you know, man in this world, you know, especially the men, it's become a better leader. Mm. Everything in your life will get better. Men out there, step up, be a better leader, and the world. Men out there,
step up.
Be a better leader, and the world will be a better place.
So, awesome. If you could just turn around all these challenges and kind of just, you know, get in the flow and float freely to your goals, what would that mean to you?
You know, I mean, if we can really get the employee escape plan out to the United States of America, we could actually end unemployment forever.
End unemployment. Wow.
Forever. I mean, you know, if people were taught the fundamentals of entrepreneurship, you know, at a young age, then if they couldn't find a job, they could create their own because they learn those skills. Right. But we don't teach those skills in school. You know, if I can't hit them at a global scale, you know, I'll help one person at a time. And if I help 50 people at the end of the year, I've accomplished something really major, and I'm just ready to serve as many. I want to help everybody.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everybody doesn't want to be helped.
Right. Definitely.
What's your experience on that?
I mean, I don't think I've gotten enough hands out there kind of thing to reaching out and trying to help people. But from what I've seen, there's certain people that are just kind of stuck in their ways, and they're just blind to what the possibility is.
They're playing small. They're dreaming small.
Definitely.
And don't, play big, dream big.
Yeah. So, I mean, what would be the best part about being able to help all these people?
We need a revolution. We need a breakthrough. Mm-hmm. We can no longer rely on large companies to provide quality jobs to people, mm-hmm. because they're not going to.
Right.
Their goal is to maximize profits, yeah. and they look at employees as an unnecessary evil.
It's like a resource.
You're like a commodity.
Yeah, there you go.
You're just a body.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a body with expertise, but even if you have expertise, they still want to maximize their profit. So you can actually be liberated from depending on somebody else to breastfeed you, and you can actually become your own source, mm-hmm. of capital. You can have your own source of customers.
Make your own garden.
Yeah. I believe that money at the service of others is good. It's mm-hmm. actually godly. Mm-hmm. But I also believe money at the cost of others is evil. Right. And I'm just very happy that I can serve people and really do good by them. I can make money doing good, and I don't have to make money doing bad. And I sleep so good at night. I get so much peace of mind.
Right, awesome. So I think that about wraps it up. What have you found most valuable about this session and finding out about these discoveries within yourself?
Number one is just talking about it. Talking about target market. It's much bigger than I even think about.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
And that's number one. So by you asking me these questions, it's been very valuable for me to just really realize how important the impact of this is. Secondly, the impact, it doesn't just affect a business owner. It affects their spouse and their family, their children, and when it grows, it affects, if it grows, they get employees, and they create more employees. It creates jobs. It solves unemployment. And every time a job is created, it helps them, it helps their spouse, helps their children, and then when a business grows, it impacts. It just impacts, impacts the vendors and their families, their spouses, their families, and their employees and their growth. Right. My work is important, mm-hmm. and I need to help as many people as I possibly can.
Okay.
And as a coach, I want to ask you, what do you? I have a lot of ideas, but sometimes I can get off track too, just as much as anyone else. What do you recommend?
So I think just building a movement, a community, would be the best idea. Have people that get transformed by this education and this valuable knowledge that you have, and then when they get transformed, they'll want to give it back and kind of help out those next people and kind of share their experience. Use that word of mouth. Just make it
build a tribe of these common business owners.
Make it a powerful experience for people that they will never forget and they want to tell other friends about, which, you have to. If you start your own business and it changes your life, you're going to tell everyone. Yeah, exactly. I'd agree. Movement.
Or revolution.
I was going to say that too. A community of people who all have a common goal, which is to grow and help the world prosper and become fulfilled and, like you said, kind of potentially end unemployment.
Okay, what I need is... to answer the question, how can we get more people directly in contact with me, mm-hmm. so that they can sit down and do a free session with me, mm-hmm. so that we can have the conversation, before you tell your boss to take this job and shove it.
Right.
You need to call Joe Nicassio.
Right.
So that you can create a plan. I believe that the poorest person can have a superior plan.
Yeah.
And this program is about creating a superior plan and putting into action. Mm-hmm. And so I just need to get out, who do you know that hates their job? Who do you know that's got mad skills and they're not making good money?
Right.
Who do you know that's making big money but they're got golden handcuffs? Mm-hmm. I need to get this message to them. You're a past client.
Right.
Anything you say about this is going to be more believable than anything I can say about myself, even if I'm 1,000% more eloquent.
Right.
It doesn't matter because, all people see with me is the agenda. Mm-hmm. He's got an agenda to sell. But that's not, my agenda is to change lives.
Right. Build somewhere where people can bring others, or an easy way to kind of show them your program, like a little explainer video, whatever, and just start sending it out to people. Make it impactful, powerful.
We're doing the webinar. I've got a landing page. Go to employeeescapeplan.com, and you can fill out a little form. I need to add a little video there or something. But
I think it's going to go viral. You just need to start some momentum.
This is, we can set all the internet stuff aside.
Yeah.
I just need to get people to pick up the phone and call me.
Yeah.
And have a conversation with me, because if you want to start your business, I can help you start rocking and rolling. But it's going to be easier for you to find me than it is for me to find you.
Right.
Not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. And some people want to be an entrepreneur and they want it really, 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 really bad. Mm-hmm. Those are the best people, Some people, they want to be an entrepreneur and they kind of like half-hearted, it's like they end up like doing hobby businesses. And some people, they just, they just want to punch a time clock, work for the man, burning desire for mediocrity.
Mm-hmm.
And, I can't, So, if you're watching this video, or if you're talking to people, or however the word is getting out, the main thing is like I'm available. The best ability is availability. I am available to help people start their business. Isn't it true?
Yeah, it's true.
No, I'm grateful for what I got, and I always appreciate more.
Yep.
But I just appreciate going through this process with you.
Yeah.
Because for several reasons, it makes me fulfill, like I'm being a good coach by letting you wear the shoes of a coach.
Right.
So that's fulfilling, and I know this is a good experience for you to sit on the table and ask the questions and bring this out. But this has been a great experience. It's been fulfilling. I've learned a lot. It's the hardest thing in the world is to look at your own stuff objectively.
Right.
You can't. By definition, you're subjective.
Right.
You have to crawl out of your own skin, and that's not very comfortable. So I believe in the coaching process, and, by you taking me, and what did you get out of this?
I love every time I get to do this process. It's fun to help people discover themselves. Really get that clarity on what it is that they want, and nobody gets asked these questions very often. It's like on a daily basis, you don't get asked, if you could wave a realistic magic wand, what would you do in a year? People don't think like that.
It's crazy. I get people, first question I typically ask people in a coaching session is, what do you really, 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 really want?
Yeah.
And I've had so many people stop and say, that's the best question anybody's ever asked me. It's like, I've never been asked that before.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a simple question. But, it's just a variation of what do you want to be when you grow up?
Right.
Maybe a little more dimension. But what do you really want? What do you really, really want?
Right.
People kind of let go of their dreams, and by asking, people need to come back. Like, what is your dream? What is your vision? Scriptures, without vision the people perish.
Yeah.
But sometimes we forget our own vision, or maybe we got the vision and it's a little bit dull, or it's, we're not seeing the fullness and the brightness and the colorfulness and the impact of it, and the sensory, and by going through this process, it helps make it all come more alive.
Yeah.
I appreciate the time.
Of course.
I appreciate you going through, I appreciate you as a client and the chance to help you. And it's really cool, seeing you progress.
Yeah.
And anyway, this is Joe Nicassio, joenicassio.com. If you want to sign up for the Employee Escape Plan, it's at employeeescapeplan.com, and your website is
ChristopherCburns.com. ChristopherCburns.com.
And Christopher, it's he's got a proactive part in seeing this employee escape plan grow and succeed. And so, what's your phone number if to have people call you?
Yeah, if you want to get a hold of me, my phone number is 909-993-4034.
Cool. God bless you. Have a great day.
Awesome.
Peace.